Got my nigga leaning, now he swerving. Hit the plug, free up for another.
Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. Hi everyone, here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, take it away.
The Phoenix Suns are trying to turn around years of losing, and Coach Monty Williams has a saying, quote, everything you want is on the other side of hard. He added competing, player movement, and locking into a defensive game plan. We have to have all three at a high level to have a chance. Guys, his expectations are clear.
Yes, they are. Nice stuff there, Allie. Thank you. Boy, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Grant, you know a little something about athleticism.
Well, look, the bottom line is if you have the athleticism in today's game where speed and pace is so important and you've taken the physicality out of the game, I believe it gives you an advantage on both ends of the floor. If you're an offense,
we got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college. And one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, where we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The talented front court pair is Giannis and Middleton. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at center. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. And the pass to Lopez. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He knows that Devin Booker is going to get his points, but what they want to do is prevent the freebies. Coach said Booker's become exceptional at drawing fouls, and he's one of the best free throw shooters in the game. So, Kevin, they don't want to see him on the line multiple times tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Now here is Holiday. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. And the rejection by Ayton.
Where he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. The three, Bridges. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis outside. Holiday against Paul. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Shoots over Bridges. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Now here's Middleton following the shot by Chris Paul. Now here is Holiday. Back to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That is tough, watching Middleton find some kind of shooting window there and then knocking it down.
This is it to Ayton. Here's Bridges. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Middleton looking it over. Ayton against Lopez.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And the first one drops.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. Middleton can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Booker dishes to Ayton. Bridges for three. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence grow.
And here's Holiday, still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Ayton against Lopez. Back to Paul. Over Holiday. That misses off the backboard.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Paul looking around. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Off with the layup. Paul against Holiday. Over Paul. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it? Great 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Holiday, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the dunk by Giannis.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Paul passes to Bridges. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he makes the first.
Michael Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharch is checked in for 8. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Pass to Connaughton. Holiday left side. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Holiday focused there, and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
That one misses.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game and let my, play, my energy and my effort do the target for me.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of width, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And this has been a fairly close game to the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Suns, we've got Payne. Sharch is out there with Johnson. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Craig in at the small forward position. Johnson outside. Shoots over Tucker, and it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
The pass to Portis. Back to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Payne finds Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Just a great job of Booker, able to understand the timing and the quick trigger that time.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills, not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Phoenix calls timeout. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV sometime. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Torrey Craig. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 5. Ayton a screen on Middleton. Here's Bridges. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
They're so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now Crowder. And he drives in. Paul outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, you just have to be careful when you're guarding Chris Paul. He's very, very clever getting to the free throw line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
The first one falls.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
Working 9 to 5s, meanwhile, it's time. Seeing sisters crying. What I'ma do this time? Feeling stuck in this boot. Who I'm gonna hold with rhymes? Going out.
And so Paul nails both of them. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Forbes kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes to Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
That's why Middleton gets the respect from the teammates here. Adept at getting to the free throw line and attacking the inside.
First trip to the line for him here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
First one falls for him.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former second-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
Give me some room, I cannot breathe with all the people around.
Middleton hits them both. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Out to the right wing. Bridges passes to Ayton. In the corner, Crowder with it. Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And so it's Milwaukee now after the missed 3 from Jay Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Here's Ayton. Bucket is good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Bucks have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here is Forbes. DiVincenzo with it beyond the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Pass to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton kicks to Paul. Pass to Booker. All alone. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
And the Suns call time.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Milwaukee making a switch. Holiday's checked in. Now the pass to Bridges. He kicks to Crowder. 1:05 left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Middleton outside. From deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Paul passes to Ayton. To Paul. Over Holiday, and it comes off the front of the rim.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo, no good. Booker outside. Ayton a screen on DiVincenzo. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here, got Kenny the Jet. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. What made him worthy of that distinction? And would you please, for the audience, say his last name?
Anyway.
Say the last name.
Antetokounmpo.
Close. Here you go again. Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
But even it's Antetokounmpo. It's like a
like a boot, like a P.
Antetokounmpo. Got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty good. He can fly.
What
man.
about him?
Oh man, listen, he doesn't settle. He goes at you. He dominates inside. Antetokounmpo. I will say his name correctly from now on.
Wow, that was actually pretty good.
Antetokounmpo.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Antetokounmpo. 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 Got it.
And that wraps up the halftime show. 3rd quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You're gonna like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court for the Bucks, the pair up front, it's Giannis and Lopez. DiVincenzo on the wing, he's paired with Middleton. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You can go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's Paul following the basket by Brook Lopez. Paul passes to Ayton, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Ayton sets the pick for Paul, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Ball passes to Ayton. Outside Crowder. Pass to Paul. On deep. Rebound Milwaukee.
and they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Holiday. They get it again.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Kept alive. Lopez with the block. Hope they get it back. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Here's Crowder. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Middleton against Bridges. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns, trailing by 5. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Pass to Paul. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
Love seeing CP3 shoot from there. He just owns that area of the floor. One of the best jumpers in the history of the game.
Middleton, he's off on that one. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. On the wing, Booker. Outside, Crowder. And Booker kicks the ball. Holiday looking over the floor. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. It's Giannis with the drive, and he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there, adept at finishing those difficult shots.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013. I'm pretty sure at this point will be taken number 1.
So for the Suns, Sharks checked in for 8. Johnson comes in for Crowder, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Big brute substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Shorich. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here is Holiday. Passes it to Tucker. Back to Portis. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded by Johnson. There's the screen. Here's Connaughton. Defended by Booker. And it's Connaughton missing. Suns trail by 5. Pass to Payne. Back to Booker. This is to Shorich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And that one misses. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, Booker still has some upside, one of the best young scorers that we've seen in the NBA in the last decade. He's already an established star, and the sky is the limit for this guy. Now he just wants more wins.
Now here is Holiday. It's not going to go for him.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
You gotta like seeing Devin Booker be aggressive, especially when he's shooting the ball, easily earning the foul that time.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. And he can't get the first one.
Can you handle that? These freeloaders don't get no effort. Falling from all this pressure, I guess we falling together. Can you handle that?
So he comes up empty, missing both.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
The pass to Portis. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The shot's good from Forbes.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Booker in the post.
And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. And here's Holiday. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Jay Crowder, Dane out there with Paul. Then there's Aiton. And it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Crowder. The offensive rebound. And it's Aiton missing. Bucks leading by 7. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Suns. Aiton's got 6 rebounds in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Middleton. Paul goes in. Plays it up and banks it in. Paul's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Suns. Middleton outside. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. Driving in. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Bucks.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Johnson gets the bucket.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Middleton outside. Rebound by Johnson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The feed to Crowder. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now here's Paul for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday with the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Ayton finds Johnson. Passes it to Paul. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Holiday.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Paul outside, looking to end his cold spell. That shot is off. So Milwaukee, they'll take it the other way.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Middleton, the pass to Lopez. Over Johnson. And Giannis throws it down hard.
That reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Cameron Payne. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
We can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Baseline try, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Suns trail by 11. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Ayton inside. Lopez is there, and that one's good, Ayton.
If Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Milwaukee.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Now, DiVincenzo. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges against Middleton. Paul with the ball. It's hauled in by Giannis.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.